Hello, I don't know if I'm getting out live. Can anybody hear me? And everything's upside down. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Yeah, it appears that this GoPro is not capable of orienting itself properly. Wow, that is unbelievable. Yeah, the camera's always upside down. Apparently, the GoPro can't orient itself the correct way. If you use the LiveStream feature. So that really sucks. That trying to set up this live stream was a 25-minute ordeal, just trying to get it set up through Bluetooth, and then you have to connect to the camera with your phone. No, the orientation in a GoPro corrects itself on the fly. I record all my videos with the camera upside down, and I don't ever have to make corrections in editing. That's a feature of the GoPro, but apparently it turns itself off when you go into the live stream mode. So that makes this thing completely useless for live streaming, or at least in the car, the way I do it. And I can't think of any way to correct that, because I have a cage that I can put it in, but it's going to be the same way. There's no way to flip it over. Unless I glued a mount onto the top of it. How's the audio? I mean, can y'all hear me clearly, or is it way off in the distance? All right, that's good to know. Thank you, Matthew. Little Wick, Million Mile Drive. Silas the Great's Obscure Media Dump. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. It's not working out quite the way I thought it would, but I thought I'd just try this out and see what happened. This is a GoPro Hero 8 that's going to replace the GoPro Hero 5 that I normally video all of our drives with, and this has much better stabilization and various other things, and it can record in 4K with stabilization turned on, which is something the old camera could not do. So that should improve the quality of the videos. That's something I got to play with, but this really sucks that this thing won't orient itself properly during a live stream. And there's no settings that I can change either through the app or on the camera itself. Yeah, no, I can't do anything while it's live streaming. This is not 4K though. This is 720p. But yeah, I'm sure that filming drives in 4K is going to be a huge improvement over the 2.7K that I use now. Although from what I can see on my phone, the picture is pretty good for 720p. It's just upside down. I guess on a phone screen, 720p is probably about the best you get. So what I'm gonna have to do is either figure out some way to rig the rig a mount to the dashboard rather than the top of the windshield, and use that for live streaming. So I'm gonna have to see how that's gonna work. And unfortunately, I don't have any mounts with me, so it's not something I can do on the fly. I'm actually at Oakwood Mall in Terrytown, Louisiana. Hashim McCrae. No, a gimbal is for stabilization. That's not the problem I'm having here, and I actually do have a gimbal, but that doesn't work in the car. So yeah, this thing's too heavy for a lump of clay. I need an actual GoPro mount, which I have a bag full of at home, but that doesn't do me any good here. I don't think I have any here. This isn't my car, so no, of course I don't. Oh boy. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this, and it kind of sucks because I was gonna take a ride around the mall, and I don't want to do that upside down. I got a bunch of people watching, which is unusual, but yeah, no, it's not a turning it on and off thing because it works fine in the regular video mode. It flipped upside down as soon as I turned on the live mode. It's just not, for whatever reason, not capable of any orientation other than upright in live stream mode. What about the LA18 videos? They're I think the last one ran today. Yeah, the last LA18 video ran today, and we're going to be going into a new series in 3 days. So here's what I'm going to do. One good thing is this car is an automatic, and so I can drive it one-handed. Yeah, the whole live stream feature of the GoPro kind of sucks, just because of the way that it's very convoluted about how you have to turn on the you have to connect to the camera with Bluetooth with your phone. You got to connect to the camera with Wi-Fi with your phone, and then you have to use the phone's hotspot in order to broadcast. So but it is very smooth, very stable, surprising. I'm going to take a ride around the mall while I'm holding the camera like this, just so I can give y'all some kind of content. Now, I can't read comments at the moment since I'm driving. I don't know what time the mall's closing these days with the health crisis that everybody knows about. It's open, but it's I think the hours are kind of limited. old Sears and Roebuck here. It's shut down, shuttered. Got a Dick's up. Used to be this auto center over there. That's, you know, when they closed the Sears, they promised Sears Auto Center would stay open, and it closed within a week, which I'm sure kind of ticked some people off. I had a battery that was under warranty by them, and there's no place I can get it replaced if it goes dead. An outbuilding over there with Dollar Tree. Used to be Bank of Louisiana right there. Over here we got some little stores that have exterior entrances: Route 21, Carter's, Oshkosh Bagosh, and Old Navy. And there used to be a Dress Barn, and I believe Dress Barn shut down when the whole lockdown started and took their sign down, and that was the end of it. And over here at this end of the mall, we got JCPenney's, and I believe they've reopened. The last time I was in the mall, which was about 3 weeks ago, the place was practically empty, and Penny's was locked up tight. But I think somebody told me that they reopened. And this whole part of the parking lot is completely unused at all times, because you can't even enter JCPenney's from this end. It's just, I guess, too far off the beaten path. So those doors are like permanently shuttered. And I'm gonna pull over in a second and read comments. In fact, I'm gonna pull over right here. Building in front of us was originally DH Homes, and when Dillard's bought them out in the late 80s, they built that new store over there. And last I heard, this building was a Marshall's, but there's no more Marshall's sign on it, so I don't know whether they shut it down. So it looks like I still got 16 people with us. Let's see what kind of questions we got. Comments. Yeah, New Orleans hamburger. I wasn't real impressed with New Orleans hamburger the couple times I've been there. You know, I mean, it's just, I don't think it's just it's not anything to write home about. I don't remember the fries. No, I can't go to I-10 right now. I don't have time. I still got to go to Walmart and get groceries. I have not been to Jacksonville, Florida. Handycam. I'm not familiar with the Handycam. There's all kind of different options. The GoPro works well for the way we do it. The main thing is with the GoPro, or at least with the old one, was overheating, and you got to keep an air vent blowing directly on it to keep it from overheating. So we originally started out just with a dash cam, and it was a cheap dash cam. I have not been through the French Quarter since the reopening, but a friend of mine, Johnny V, he's on YouTube, did a video on the French Quarter the other day, and everything is still boarded up and shut down. Everything that reopened, I think, has been shut down again. All the bars for sure. A lot of restaurants. I'm not real sure what's going on in Orleans Parish. In Jefferson Parish, the rules are a little bit different, but we are under more of a lockdown now than we were 3 weeks ago. So, drive through the Rocky Mountains. That is something that we have not done. We've covered the Appalachians. We just, in the last week, covered the Ozarks. That's going to be coming up soon. We didn't really cover the Ozarks. We drove across the Ozarks. We have not been through the Rockies. That's something that we're going to have to shoot for when we can get away for a week or so. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down because my hand's getting tired of holding the camera. I'll figure something out for being able to do drives. Just don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'll figure out some way to mount the camera to where it's good for a live drive, and I'll get back to you. And it might be tomorrow. I got plenty of time to figure it out overnight, and I may be able to come up with something tomorrow, and we'll try it out again and see what happens. So anyway, I'm going to go to the store, and then I'm going to go home and rewatch this and see how good or bad the quality was, and if there's anything I need to do. Thanks everybody for joining us. Am I going to continue the I-65 series? Yes, one day we will. We never got past Birmingham, but yeah, that is the intention. I really do want to drive all the way up I-65. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to join us for our next 504 road trip. Bye, everybody.